2015.
Yeah.
It's a manual S3 8V.
Okay.
I've had it since 2017. I think given hindsight and knowing how bad the 8V manuals are in terms of clutches,
Yeah.
I may well have gone for a DSG, but I didn't.
Okay.
And as a result of that, now I've got, after 3 years work with Tom working on it,
Yeah.
I've got a low end stage 3, and by low end I mean not that one over there is going to be 600 brake. The white one's going to be 600
Good
brake.
Lord, man.
This one is it's fully forged engine, is that one.
Okay.
This one is just standard internals, but with a V4 turbo.
Yeah.
And a lot of other
Tricks.
tricks on there.
So you went for the manual.
Well,
Okay.
I didn't really know much. I never liked automatic gearboxes. And
Okay.
I didn't know stupidly what the DSG was like.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God.
So, starting from the top end, we've got APR intake system.
Yeah.
The engine dress up is 034. The coolant hoses are all forged. That came with the stage 3 build.
Okay.
The boost hoses are APR.
APR.
So engine wise, I've got look at the back there. I've got an APR downpipe. That came with the stage 2
Jeez.
when Tom did that. That's the three odd inch downpipe. Got an APR catch can there. At the back we've got a V4 Turbo Technics V4 Turbo
Okay.
with an eco-tune map, and I think Tom was saying it's running between 480 and 490.
Which is quick, mate. Which is quick.
Got Helix 6-paddle clutch.
Okay.
With the Helix front plate.
Yeah.
Got a APR short shifter, because when I had the stage 2 done,
Yeah.
and the heavy duty clutch went in, the gear change was just really ponderous.
Okay.
And Tom fitted an APR short shifter, which
Yeah.
was brilliant.
Okay.
And I've got an 034 dog bone mount in there.
Jeez.
That makes it very direct.
Okay.
If I went for the full system of dog bone mount and link,
Yeah.
it'd be too harsh.
Okay.
I always take my cues from Tom.
Okay.
Now, what else have we got? One of the
Sorry.
things that I really love about this,
Look at even the wing mirrors.
Tom fitted a pedal box to it.
Okay.
Because I always felt that when you hit the throttle, there was even the slightest delay while the ECU thought about what it was doing.
Okay.
Pedal box with the 6 or 7 different settings on it, and particularly in Race Plus, you'll know when we go out in it. There's no thinking about it.
Really?
It's straight away on throttle. In terms of the handling, I've got KW variant 1s
Yeah.
and APR anti-roll bars back and front, all advised
Thank
by
you, mate.
Tom. Tom will be able to tell you more about the turbo and what else work he's done on it.
Okay.
So I said I think, but I'm very pleased with it.
Yeah.
It's so good low end. You lose a little bit of torque,
Okay.
but you wouldn't notice the difference. It spools up quick, and I haven't used it to its full extent. I just keep scaring myself.
I'll do it. So let me just introduce you. So are you the owner of
Resus, yep.
Resus, yeah? And so you've done this build.
Yep.
So for anybody looking to do this type of build, where would you start? Oh, sorry. Sorry, stupid place to put it.
Where would we start?
Where would you start?
Dave started his journey at stage 1, didn't you?
Stage 1 low torque,
Yep.
and a chocolate clutch that you told me about.
Yep.
Okay.
So these cars suffer as standard with clutches.
Okay.
Stock clutches are useless. A good one will take stage 1 low torque.
Okay.
A bad one will need to take that. So Dave started at stage 1, and we went from there. Really went up to stage 2. So you get the hardware with the downpipe, the intercooler, full intake kit,
Jeez.
and then that's the basis for moving forward to stage 3. You then need to look at turbos and fueling solutions.
Okay.
Still running stock motor, still running stock gearbox, etc., etc. So it's, I mean, the motors themselves are really, really good as long as you don't go past. As long as you don't push them too hard, they'll sit up to around 500 fairly reliably.
Okay.
Once you go past that, you need to start doing forge builds.
So if you were to forge this engine, what type of power could you get out of it?
Well, that one there has been forged.
It's like S3 as
That's S3 saloon. Yeah, we're in the final stages of that one now.
Okay.
We're hoping to see 600 plus from that one.
So do you want to just talk me through your other? So you're saying this one here?
Yes.
600 brake.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So we're in the stages of finishing this one off. So you see in there, he's fairly clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's mad. Let's have a look at this engine then.
So that's what we've got in there. It's a 2 litre stroker motor.
Yeah.
Bit of crank. It's got everything in it. And then it's got a TTS gearbox, rear diff, custom built rear subframe.
That's a work of art, isn't it? I mean, you look at that, you pop the bonnet of a Polo, you don't expect to see
This
that.
is a sleeper and a half. Jeez.
And it's as clean underneath as it is top.
Wow.
We had it out of the paint shop, literally, no bolt on it. It was literally just a bare body.
Look at these, well, Tom, I think Tom, you top fabricated this, look at those welds on there. Got a little turbo on the back there.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we've got
That's
that one.
mad.
It'll be about 600 horsepower, that would be. That's
Okay.
That's our goal for that
Is this one for sale, is it?
No, it's customers.
Oh, is it?
Long-term project, this one. And that has had everything. Everywhere you look, you'll see something on that one. So, seats are carbon. That is a genuine carbon roof, one-off built for that.
Jeez. I didn't even clock that.
Yeah. So that was, we actually cut the skin off that, and that used that as a mould.
Wow.
Had that built and then bonded in. So yeah, just that one.
Lord.
This is baby horsepower.
Okay.
Do you see what we've got in there?
Really?
So that's running, I think it was 796 or something it made on the rollers, and it's only running 24 pound-feet.
You told me it was the fastest thing you'd put, one of the fastest things you'd ever driven, I think.
This will like in the wet. This will light the wheels up to 20 plus. All 4 of them. It's stupid. It is honestly stupid.
So what have you done to this one?
So that is fully built motor by us. So
Yeah.
it's got mild power pack pistons in it, powder rods, super take rail chain, ported head, full APR. It's got crank girdle kit. It's got a GT48AR turbo, 3.5 fuel system. It's got SQS gear kit in the gearbox. Put a leg clutch on it. It's got everything.
Who owns this one then? Is it yours?
No, this is customers. Everything you see here is customers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I ain't
mad.
got the time to build myself any toys.
When you look at how carefully these are put together, and you look at it, the engine bays look nice as well. And it's not
This
just-
one's been out and done a few thousand miles, so it's a bit filthy at the minute, but yeah, they go out looking nice. I'll show you, we've got the other one,
Yeah.
which is HPA turbo kit, which is far more expensive.
Okay.
But actually doesn't make as much power.
So it's a more expensive build.
Well, we haven't supplied the kit on it, thankfully.
Okay.
The kit is from America.
Yeah.
And the HPA turbo kits are ridiculous money. But in your video.
I'll have to beat that.
Yeah. So you're looking at about 500 horsepower on this one at the minute.
Okay.
The turbo can't fly anymore. So that's the kit that it was supplied with the car. So we've just done a build motor on it basically and sent off for tuning.
Okay. And who do you use to tune it?
So we use local companies. This is because it's on aftermarket management.
Yeah.
GB Enterprises, they do all our rolling road work for us.
Okay.
So, all right. So we've got that.
Mad. So you're saying this costs more?
That turbo kit there
Yeah.
is, if you spec it all up with the fuel system and everything else, which we've actually jumped because it doesn't keep up,
Yeah.
it's £22,000 with software. Sorry, $22,000, which is what?
18, 19 grand in there.
It's crazy.
So this, have you got the keys for this S3?
Yeah, I'll just go and get them.
Fuck it, I love this colourway, white and black, classic man.
He's obviously done the RS3 grill.
Yeah.
And I think the difference is apparently this chap had pretty much the same setup as I've got in mine.
Okay.
And he was tracking it.
Okay.
And then he's obviously now coming for a full-on build. I mean, Tom will tell you more, but I think he's got water mech in there as well.
I thought I was serious about these guys are serious, mate. I'm telling you, obviously got more money than me.
It's not a finished product yet. I've got to change the map sensor.
Okay.
So we're running a 5-bar AEM on there. We'll be seeing some fairly serious push levels on this.
What is that inlet then?
TTV5 turbo. Yes, custom inlet venom, so it hasn't got runner flaps in this anymore.
Okay.
It's got a full runner factory. It's got meth per cylinder because it's got that manifold with the meth per cylinder rather than one meth injector.
You notice everybody's using the APR coil pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. As well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's really popular.
My favourite is when Tom put that fitted that pedal box. That pedal box makes I didn't believe the amount of difference it makes.
Yeah,
I'm running it on Race Plus all the time. Because there's no
throttle pedal adapter just to increase throttle sensitivity. Yeah, if you want to come on inside, we'll show you that.
There's
as well.
more.
There's lots more.
So what we got here then?
This old school
VR6.
beauty in turbo VR6.
You guys are serious. I'm telling you.
That's in for engine management upgrade, so it was running the original VR6 chipped ECU.
Yeah.
What would that be pushing out as just a chipped ECU,
As
Tom?
a chipped ECU, I don't think it's seeing over about 380, maybe touching 400. We should see well past that on this. So
Okay.
we're going with the EMU black ECU. Just starting to make a custom engine loom for it now.
Okay.
So that's what that one's in for, but it'll be upgraded.
You did tell me, mate. You did tell me. That's why I've been so excited for this one. I'm telling you.
So that's going to be upgraded as well by going drive-by-wire throttle, so you can map your throttle, how linear it is.
Yeah.
So it's bringing it into 21st century a bit.
Okay.
And those ECUs can do launch control, in-gear boost, full throttle gear shift, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, dragging it, kicking and screaming really. So yeah, that's a little baby.
Yeah.
And then this is one of our lads. He's not in today.
Okay.
The little PC he's building. Show you under ready. So this is a genuine Ford Motorsport shell as well. It's never been road registered yet.
Good Lord.
So that's where we're at with that one. Excuse the tape, that's to keep the bits out.
Yeah.
Until we've got the adapters in. But yeah, that's engine built in here. That's a Garrett G25 550.
I love the turbo damper on there as well. That's
Yeah. And we built the exhaust manifold in house, so we did all that sort of stuff.
Okay. Mate, that is so clean. It's ridiculous.
So and this is just his toy. He's got another one as well.
Has he?
What's this going to be pushing out to? Over 5?
Yeah, we'll see 5 out of this one. So we got over here. We've got a E34 BMW.
Oh.
M5 race car build. So we are in the process of building a loom for it at the minute. Engine
Okay.
loom.
All these bloody wires here.
It'll be running DTA management, so we built full custom roll cage for it. Got a custom fuel tank in the back there. Aluminium paneling, tied all in, and bulkhead panels all made in house. So
It's not often I'm shocked with cars and stuff, man.
this is the nuttiest one in the shop.
Okay.
So this is Mark IV R32.
Yeah.
It used to run the turbo kit that's on the black one.
Okay.
Okay, so we sold it off, we built him a motor. This has just had another motor build, so he's de-stroked it to R30 now. Solid lift ahead. Okay, so we want to be pulling 9,000 RPM from this. And that's a big turbo.
I was going to say that turbo the size of a dustbin.
So he wants to see, we'll see how we get on. We're just literally test fitting it in the bay on the old manifold.
Yeah.
He wants to see 1200 horsepower from this.
Okay. From
So we've got a DQ 500 box on it.
yeah.
Okay, modified to fit the R32. Uprated DQ 500 clutch pack. That's basically it. Obviously, we've got the full fueling system to cope with it.
Yeah.
He's running radium or nuke, I think it is. Fuel system in the boot.
Look at all this. You guys, man. You're gonna have to squeeze me in at some point. I'm telling you. Like.
Get his drinks out of there. So yeah, so we got the radium tanks, nuked filters. It's running twin pumps with an uprated standard, uprated pump in the original tank as well as a lift pump.
Okay.
Got meth, whatever.
Did you build the cage inside as well, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a while ago now.
Yeah, I saw that being built. It's through the stage. It's very interesting.
Yeah. So in its last incarnation, he bought for us. He had a dog box in there, so we built him a dog box, and it had an air shift kit on it.
Okay.
So trying to automate a manual box,
Yeah.
never worked. It was one of those things. He imported it and went, yeah, there you go, fit that.
Yeah.
And with the amount of troubles we had with that kit.
Really.
So he got fed up with it. He went, right, okay, that's it. It's all coming apart. And he sold the motor. He sold the old turbo kit. He sold the old gearbox, and this is where we're at now.
Yeah, I need to get in contact with this owner. I'm telling you. Jeez.
When it's done, he'll
Yeah.
we'll get you in contact. Yeah, we'll put you in contact. We've got the engine room.
Okay.
Which is, obviously, we've got the mini block to go on there, and we've got a few others in the process at the minute. So this is where we spend a fair few hours in here
I can imagine.
doing our transmissions and engines.
How long does it take you to do an engine rebuild out of curiosity? So like on my S3.
Okay, depends very much on whether it's dropped to us as a motor
Yeah.
or a complete car.
Okay.
So obviously the process of putting it through the workshop and everything else.
Yeah.
Motor itself, normally it's a 30-hour build,
Mhm.
just in the engine room, and then we go on from there. Everything's documented. So if you want us to pull the motor, machine everything, fit the motor, you're talking normally something like that would have here about a month. So this is running a.
Sorry.
So this is running a track slag 4-inch exhaust.
Yeah.
4-inch downpipe, decap, and it's running a Scorpion catback on it.
Okay.
Alright.
Is it loud?
No, not stupid. As you can see, we haven't finished mapping it yet.
That's such a nice. It's not too much.
Got no yeah, it's straight through it, it's straight through downpipe, straight through.
Yeah.
No
I don't know why these things make me so happy. It is the simple
You're
things.
not the only one, I'm exactly the same. Here are a set of wheels, it's got a nice exhaust sound. I mean, you know, with that one of mine now, it's a resonated Miltech exhaust with flaps on it.
Yeah.
It's not loud, and I didn't want the pops and bangs, but it's got a lovely little when it gets hot, it's got a lovely little burble on the exhaust.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much, as I said, a big sleep of mine. It's even down the exhaust. I got Tom to get, I asked Tom, and he bought me a Miltech with oval pipes. So from the back end, it looks almost stock, but it's not.
That's the nice thing about those. You can appeal to a massive age range. You get people with 19s for them.
Yeah.
And you get people with
65.
Well, listen, mate. Thank you so much, and I'm sure we're gonna have a lot more content coming soon.
Tom, I'll see you in a minute.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna
Alright,
pop
cheers,
out.
mate. It's a bit too.
Oh my God.
Feel the difference?
The pool.
And I was only done 4,500 revs then.
Jeez. Not to 60. What's it? What's it?
I don't know.
No?
I mean, as standard, the DSG ones are supposed to do 4 seconds.
Yeah.
These about 4.5. But the manuals obviously are going to be slower. on
course.
than the DSG boxes. But as I said, I'm just so pleased because it's seamless. There's no kick in your back. It's just a linear.
And like, so it feels like a supercharged pool more than anything. Oh my god. You ain't messing around, mate.
And I'm really not.
Jeez.
I'm really not fraping it either.
And it doesn't feel like. Wow. Wow.
And this is
Wow.
This is only 480 to 500. It's not a built motor, so you can imagine what that other S3, the white one's going to do with the bigger turbo, the inlet manifold, the 1000cc injectors it's got on there.
It's ridiculous.
But I would imagine that the power delivery won't be anywhere near as linear as this.
It'd be, yeah.
But you can feel how fast this
No,
is.
that felt fast. That felt quick.
And I've not really given it red line all the way. A lot of the young lads, you know, they love. I've got to be honest, when I hear a car go past me and you're getting the bangs and the cracks, I quite like that. But I wouldn't want it on my own car. Okay. You know, because as I said, I don't like drawing attention. If an S3 can be stealthy or look stealthy.
That's what I want, and like my channel is called Sleepers and Supercars. I love sleepers. I really love sleepers, and I love them cars that you just wouldn't expect from. And this, like we were talking off camera before, this shape, it appeals to younger people, it appeals to older people, and there's so much potential to get power out of it.
Well, like Tom was saying, if I was tracking this, I would have had KW variant 3s on rather than the ones, but because I don't track it, the KW, because the standard, this, if there is anything, this was the cheapest S3 that they did. It's got no mag ride on it, it's got nothing, and the standard dampers were appalling.
Really?
If you hit something, it was like no spring, it was just bang. The minute I put Tom put these KWs on it, changed it. But one of the best mods is I've got uprated anti-roll bars, APR anti-roll bars back and front. So it goes round corners like it's on rails. What you get with Tom is a straight. He's a lovely bloke, and I would not have spent the money with him that I have done if I hadn't been totally convinced. And sure, you've been in this now. You've been in this now.
It feels nice.
I didn't really push it to the maximum, but you felt how fast.
I felt how fast that was, and more to the point. What shocked me is how linear it felt, and then I looked at the speedo.
Yeah, and you look at the, and I didn't hit the rev limiter once.
Not once.
And if I've done it, I've hit the rev limiter a couple of times in second and third. But it's a soft rev limiter, you know.
Jeez.
So I'll just go in and say cheerio.
Mate, I can't thank you enough, lad.
Pleasure,
You are a star. You are a star, mate.
Well, like I said, you know, once a petrol head, always a petrol head. You know.